Hey everyone, just want to share something with you that I think is just super important. So all of you know, I kind of dabble with crystals a little bit. As a Reiki master, they're really great at enhancing the different chakras of the body, just raising the vibration of the body to try to match that crystal's properties. They're all great, right? I tend to charge them on full moons. If I can find natural water like rainwater, snow, or like from a creek or a pond, something like that, I will cleanse them with that water and leave them in the light of a full moon and the morning after of the sunrise of a full moon. They tend to absorb the energy, kind of recharge themselves, give their properties just a frequency boost. Now, that being said, without getting into the significant details of what each crystal does, because literally there's a Bible on that thing, I just want to take a moment and talk about this. I use crystals pretty frequently when I'm doing my intuitive readings, when I'm doing my my Reiki sessions. I am a Reiki master. I use them when I'm doing distance Reiki for friends and family as well. Things you want to look for. You want your quartz to be a natural quartz. Okay, so this is semi-rough cut, but it's obviously been trimmed into its positions. But you can see the impurities within this, okay? It's okay to be impure, but you should still be able to see through it a little bit, right? A difference between this and a man-made, if I can find it. What is it? So this is a man-made angel quartz. So you can kind of still see it is a quartz. You can see through it, but notice how it almost looks like sea glass. Okay, it's almost too pretty. All right, doesn't mean that this doesn't still have its amazing properties, right? I have another version of this right here, built more like a normal quartz, right? Angel quartz. So these are really great when you're calling in your spirit guides, but they are man-made. They're a combination of different minerals built in a lab. Okay, just keep that in mind. The frequency is a little bit different than a traditional real quartz that comes out of the ground. When you're looking at a quartz, you want it to be somewhat see-through, right? As you start to notice it gets more opaque or more cloudy, it means it needs to be recharged. So I tend to use clear quartz when I am doing readings, intuition. I'll do it as well, like when I am cleansing a body during Reiki or using it on myself, okay? And as it starts to get cloudy, it means it's time to give it a little bit of TLC and maybe recharge it a little bit and put it aside and not use it for a little bit so it can re-amplify its properties. Now this right here, smoky quartz, okay, smoky quartz, this is a natural one that has just kind of been carved down. You can tell by kind of the fracturing and the cleavage meaning the cracks in the crystal. This as well. So this one, whereas this is more for the body and the person, smoky quartz is more for external. So this room or the house, a lot of people when they're doing house clearings, they'll obviously use sage or Palo Santo, things like that, but they'll use smoky quartz, okay? This kind of helps ward off any negative energies or frequencies that might be detrimental to the people living in the house, kind of protect them from any illnesses, things like that. What I want to share with you is this is still see-through for the most part, right? But I noticed today it's fracturing. Can you see that on the camera? And I didn't drop it. This isn't like I didn't drop it. It didn't bounce anywhere, but it's starting to fracture. And that means that the energy of this crystal is coming to its end. Okay. It means that the energy that it is trying to diffuse is too much for this size of crystal, which means my friends that work at the local crystal shop, I'm coming at you to get a bigger size. I probably need something more like that. So I'm still going to give this guy some TLC. He or she, whatever the energy is, I feel like it's a male energy. He's going to get some cleansing and I'm going to be really, careful with him, but he's probably going to crack at some point and crack in half, which means that the energy has then been released, that has not released, that's been stored in the crystal. I don't want you to think like evil entities are flying out, but it means that the crystal has done its job and now it has fractured and it is allowing the universe to kind of re-amplify and do its job here, but it is still doing its job by absorbing all that negative energy. When you start to see those fractures, especially if you know you haven't dropped it or anything, just something to pay attention to, all right? And this hasn't been glued together. It is actually still slightly attached right here and right here on this corner. So if I wanted to, I could probably crack it, but I'm not going to do that to my crystal because that's disrespectful. Just something to look out for, okay? You'll see it mostly with the quartzes. When you're looking at another stone like aventurine, you're not going to be able to see if there's a crack inside of that, right? Because it's too thick, right? But just something to look out for when you're trying to get some healing energy in your house. This guy's worn out. I've had him for a couple of years. I think it's time to retire him and get him a new buddy. All right. That's it for today. Thank you for tuning in, and I will talk to you guys soon.